Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God's blessings. What can I do for you?
I see there's not much going on around here. So you've stayed here on your own?
Quite so. All by myself. All the others were either killed by the humans or fled to Rattay.
I'm sorry to hear that. And what's keeping you here, alone?
My older brother ran away with the wandering players, so when our father was on his deathbed, he made me swear I'd never leave our home.
I can see you took your vow seriously.
I did. But it's starting to get dangerous around here. Again.
The humans.
If it were humans, I'd grab an axe and that would be that. But a week back, some rabble made their way through here. They begged me for food, and mark my words, they weren't taking no for an answer. If they'd been just a tad hungrier, I swear they would have stormed the cottage.
There are gangs like that around, true enough. I saw the mess they left behind. Savages.
It was horrible. People tried to find shelter in the church, but them dogs was waiting. They knew too well that's where folk would try to hide.
And where did you hide?
By the grace of God, I got my family away into the woods.
And I don't see your family with you. I hope those bastards didn't sniff them out.
No, it takes better man than them to track me down. I sent my wife to Rattay with some others.
Do you think folk will ever go back to their homes?
I don't know about Skalitz, but the folk here are sure to want to come back. The only thing they're missing is spiritual support.
Do you mean the priest?
Indeed. When the land's at war, noblemen fight to protect their property. But simple folk want someone to tend their souls.
Of course. But it was the Skalitz parish priest who ministered here, wasn't it?
He did. But there's been no sign of him since the attack. Or at least he's definitely not in Rattay among the refugees.
That's true enough. I didn't see him there.
But if you're interested, young fella, maybe you could help us find the priest we need here.
I can always ask. But I've heard where the Skalitz priest went.
That's great news. Although I had my eye on another priest.
You might as well tell me who he is. What I heard about the Skalitz priest might just be rumours.
True. Well then, a few years ago there used to be another priest in Skalitz. Simon, I think his name was.
Simon. Father Simon. I remember him. That's the one who went missing, right?
Aye, I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper. And then she died somehow, poor thing.
That's not a story I've come across.
It only reaches folk who care for such tales. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know that already. There was neither sight nor sound of him for a long time, until this spring he showed up here.
And what's he doing here?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
All right. And where can I find him?
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could start by talking to that girl's parents. Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more. They may even have had words with him.
I'll go and see what they have to say for themselves.
God go with you, lad, and I pray you find him. If some heathen stabs me in my sleep, I'd rather have a decent burial.
Don't worry. I'll bring someone.
Goodbye.
Yeah!
What the hell was that?
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon? What do you want him for?
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James, and the locals tell me they saw him around here.
I don't know if I can help you there. He'll never go back to his parish, if you ask me. Very well. What is it you want to know?
What went on between Simon and your daughter?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary was his housemaid in Skalitz. She was pretty, very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they do between comely young folk. She came back home one day, heavy with child.
Yes, these things happen. What can you do?
I said as much. I was just glad our girl was provided for. Only she never had the chance to hold that babe in her arms. She didn't live through the birth.
I'm very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life. Men die in battle, and women in the arms of the midwife.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man. He took it the worst. He was sure God's wrath smote Mary for her fornication.
That's rubbish. People lie together out of wedlock all the time, and God never smites them down.
That's just what I told him. But it's hardly my place to lecture a priest. And who knows? Maybe he was right. The Lord moves in mysterious ways. He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke, didn't eat, refused to take a new housemaid. And then, one fine day, the presbytery was deserted. It took a good season before another priest came along.
Where can I find him? He's said to be wandering around here somewhere.
I heard that too, and I'm inclined to believe it, even though I haven't seen him myself.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest, we used some of the money he'd paid us to put a cross up by the roadside. And lately, there's been wreaths of comfrey turning up next to it. I don't take them there, nor my husband neither.
You think Simon does?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe anything. But there's not been fresh ones for a while, so perhaps he's moved on elsewhere again.
I see. Can you tell me where that cross is?
Certainly. There are settling tanks for the mines to the west of Skalitz. On the hill above them in the woods, there are several paths. Mary's cross is by one of them, close to the brook.
All right, thanks. I'll be going.
Very good, then. And if you do find him, let him know that we have no hard feelings.
I'll tell him.
God be with you.
Yeah. 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 This must be that cross. Mary's mother was right. Someone did lay flowers here recently. I should have a look around and see if there's comfrey growing anywhere nearby.
I'll turn into a sinner too. Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I was just passing and I heard voices, so I've come to see what's going on.
Nothing that's any of your business. Get lost.
We'll see about that, you bastard. That's him!
Good health to you.
I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it. May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Pull me an ale.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'd like to throw some dice. Fancy a game?
Take care.
One ale, please.
About time it went my way. I might as well go and...
Here we are.
How much longer must I wait? I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Here.
Kurva! Why the hell did I even start playing?
Christ. I'll have to get my own ale. I'd like something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah? Where? What's happening?
Hopefully I have what you need.
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
God be with you.
God be with you, Henry.
Tell me more about the situation here. All right, that's all I need to know.
Good luck, then. Good health to you, Henry.
Yeah. And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold a patient down or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
For the love of God! What have you been doing?
Tell me more about the situation here. All right, that's all I need to know.
Goodbye. May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
What happened?
We brought you back to the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
For a long time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Rattay like most of our folk.
Well, all right. And Henry?
Hmm?
Thank you.
God be with you, Henry.
How are the sick and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
You did what you could. Truly. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved a lot of lives. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Oh, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
No, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he fucked up.
How? Did he steal something?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct lack of loyalty. And as soon as he's dead, you can join us.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest, but it didn't quite work out.
How would I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is, and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk. Then send him straight to hell.
Get him drunk? In a monastery?
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt he's suddenly stopped drinking.
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret passages?
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you somehow. I'd try talking to him if I were you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him. A letter of admittance to the monastery, or whatever.
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the help of some boy who's joining the order, right?
More or less. And now the main thing.
The main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they don't find him right away.
And what else? Should I come back here afterwards?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin, bring that as well.
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I bring it?
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone. Take his dice and money, and then go to the swamp and wait by the fire.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help I can get.
And remember, we'll be keeping tabs. So don't you try to run off, alright? God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
God save you. What can I do for you?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck then.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck then.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Farewell.
God save you. What can I do for you?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Goodbye.
Here we are. Here.
I could do with something to eat. I have a deer.
Ale for me.
Here. Enjoy it.
Pour me one.
Got it for you right here.
One beer for me.
As you wish.
One ale, please.
As you wish. Satisfied?
One beer.
One beer for me.
One ale, please.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Good boy.
God almighty, has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, yes, it's true. but I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Good neighbours.
I've only got 2 hands.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step away from me. If you help me get rid of him...
He's been listening to us the entire time.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him for me, any way you can. Take care.
You know you shouldn't drink so much.
Who are you to tell me
Just
what I
as you
should and
ordered.
shouldn't drink?
Good health to you.
Coming.
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
To good neighbours.
I'd like a beer.
You must have a mighty thirst.
I'll be
Waiting
back.
here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to
As you
drink?
wish.
And while we're at it, why not have a little game?
May the Lord watch over you.
St. George, guide my hand.
Ale!
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Not afraid of anything, eh? Use your head, man. You'll lose everything. Good game. You deserve it.
Here we are.
Stop this. Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
I've
First person to get in my way
had
is going to
enough.
get smashed.
You said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence. I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow,
There.
we're going to the
Satisfied?
monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough for beer.
The best of
Just that.
health.
All right. As you wish.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God! He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
As you wish.
That's all then.
God be with you.
Aye, I'll be back in to shake. Here we are.
Pour me an ale.
A tankard here.
How much longer must I wait?
I'd like to order.
I'll be back.
Pour me an ale.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the writ.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been robbed.
And what are you going to do?
get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone. Good luck to you.
Got it for you right here.
What? Are you volunteering to get your head smashed in?
That's right. Let's go.
How much longer must I wait?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Back to the mill. Hope!
God be with you, Henry. Congratulations on winning the tournament. I'm proud of you.
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhoff massacre... it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhoff.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhoff too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then getting him to the bailiff.
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how, though.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you good. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sadly, my relations with the monastery aren't entirely congenial. You'll have to figure something out for yourself. Good luck, then. Good day, Henry.
Yeah.
I'm honored that you should come to me. Goodbye.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Agree?
I wouldn't get out of bed for that amount.
Very well, I agree.
My God! What happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Take care.
Let's have a word about the price.
All right, so.
What about this?
It'll take more than that to persuade me.
I'll go for that.
What the...
Greetings. What do you need?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
You'll have to wait a few days until Sir Hanush announces another one. Come then, and I'll gladly sign you up.
I'd like to take lodgings here until the next tourney starts.
Certainly. Have you got the coin?
Here you are.
See you later. God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
I'll write your name down. Henry, you said. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
Warhammer and shield. I know how to handle those.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line. God be with you. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And his adversary will be Alder Fryer, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townburg's garrison. Welcome, our warriors! All is prepared for the first duel. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Rtka.
Change weapons for the second bout. We will witness a duel with longswords. We have a victor in the second duel. He is Henry of Skalitz. Having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai Tourney. The first combatant will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. And he will face Stephen of Dvorets, spearman in the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla. Let us wish the combatants luck. And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. Change weapons for the second bout. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Bollocks!
As victor in this round, he shall proceed to the next. Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla, who will measure his skills against Menhart, master swordsman from far off Frankfurt. Welcome, our warriors! And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields. That's the end of the first round of combat, and the victor is Henry of Skalitz. The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Verrecken!
The victor of the second duel is Menhart of Frankfurt. Sir Hanush, by whose good grace this tourney is convened, selects the weapons for the third decisive duel. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Kacker!
Henry of Skalitz. Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
You did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my lord. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
I'd like to improve my swordsmanship.
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? Agree?
More. Agreed. Now listen up.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
I want to achieve mastery.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Isn't that quite a lot? What do you say to this?
You're a right pinch purse. Agreed. Now listen up.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay close attention.
I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. I'll never learn as much with a wooden sword as with a real weapon. The old master swordsman says a true apprentice of the martial art should be wounded at least once. Some say he should even try what it's like to die. But that's blasphemy. Let's fight then. Have no fear, I won't kill you. But you might get hurt, and if you do, I won't bandage you. You'll You'll have to deal with the consequences yourself. What weapon will you try?
I still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard sword. I'd like to try that.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, we'll get stuck in.
Curse it!
Kurwa face.
Can I ask? Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you?
How about with no weapons?
You surprise me. But yes, why not? It's useful to know unarmed combat. Sword can get blunt, the polearm break, and then it's just your bare hands against the opponent. So let's get to it.
Fucker! I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. I'll never learn as much with a wood...
I still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard sword. I'd like to try that.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, and we'll get stuck in.
Bugger! Ah! Ow! Ah! Ah!
God be with you.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Certainly.
Well, I'll think it over.
See you later.
I'd like to train, but I want real...
A bit cocky. Another one. Some say... Let's fight then.
I'll try the axe. It's heavy and I haven't quite got the hang of it. And I'll take a shield, too.
Right, lad. Grab your piece, and we'll get stuck in.
Jesus Christ! Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah.